This piling was in our client's way, but in order to remove it, we also had to reinforce this beam. The first thing we're going to do is to cut our LVLs to size and then move them right next to where they need to be installed, because once we build these temporary supports, we wouldn't be able to rotate them in place. Once everything's supported, we can go ahead and remove the piling. We're going to cut it into small pieces because this thing is really heavy, and that makes it easier for the guys to take away. We're going to cut this piling flush, and then we can move on to installing the first LVL. We had to make a few notches for this LVL to go in there, but once we have it, we can start moving it up. We'll just lift it by hand for the first part of the lift, and once we get it up there as far as we can go, we'll switch to the bottle jacks, and that gets it the rest of the way. We'll add a few screws to hold the first one up there, and then move the second one before we really fasten all these beams together. Once the LVLs are fastened, we can install our hangers, and once that's done, we can start removing our temporary supports. Before removing the last two supports, we're going to measure to see where the beam is sitting, so that once we take out the last one, we can see how much it dropped. Due to the angle, I think that was about 109 and an eighth or a 16th. And now the second measurement is going to be, let's see, 109. So about an eighth or a 16th of drop, which is really good. Once we know that, we can move on to closing the boxing for the drywallers, and they're going to come back and do their thing. And this is it, job completed. No more piling, and they can drive in here much easier.